You're like a circle that floats around me.
Welcome to the Plaid Product Giftaway. I have two DIYs that I'm using mostly plaid products, and I am so glad that I'm able to do these videos for them because their products are pretty awesome. So stay tuned to hear more about that giftaway later on in the video. Now let's get to those DIYs.
Reflection on me.
Well, this first project, I'm making a little ladder to lean on stuff, and I just bought these really thin dowels, not thin dowels, I guess they're about half an inch, I think, thick, and they're square dowels, and I'm just measuring where I want to cut it, and I went out and cut them. And now I'm just using that small piece of wood in between to measure exact where I want to have it sit. So, and the bottom one is just so that it's even on both sides. So now I'm just measuring where I want to make sure that it sits on both sides to make it even, because you don't want a wobbly ladder. And just measuring and marking it off. So once I have it marked off, I'm just going to put some wood glue, Gorilla wood glue, above the mark to glue it to the side of the other dowels. At this point you could either paint it or stain it, and I chose to use the Plaid product antiquing wax that you just wipe on and wipe off. So you can make it as dark or as light as you want, and I chose to go darker with this, and it turned out really pretty. Here I'm just cutting down, well, measuring to cut down some of these 1/4 of an inch thick dowels to make a frame. And I have already painted this little piece of wood, a slat from Joann's that I got, and put a cut out piece from my silhouette so that I could use it as a stencil. And now I'm using the black, I believe it's black ink from Folk Art chalk paint, and it goes on really well. I love it. It just turned out really pretty with this white. And it is a product from Plaid as well. So then just taking off all of the vinyl. And here are those little pieces that I went out and cut for the frame. And I'm using my very favorite color now. This is something that I just started using. It's Waverly Celery chalk paint, and oh my goodness, I'm in love with this color. So here I'm just gluing those pieces together around the picture to make a frame. And it turns out so cute. So I thought it would be cute to put some greenery on top, and I found this that I had. I just cut a piece off. It has little white buds on it, and just tying a regular standard bow with the twine and gluing it on to the top of the frame. See how cute? So now I've got these little eyelet screws for like pictures and to hang stuff, and so I thought it would be cute to put them on the back of the frame and making it so that they lay flat on the back of the frame and hook onto the ladder. So that's why I'm undoing it so that it will be a little hook. So now I'm just hot gluing it down, and I'm doing one on each side. And to keep it on a little bit better, I put some glue and some masking tape on to hold it better. I I'm so grateful to be a part of this plaid collaboration with all of these wonderful ladies who are plaid ambassadors as well as I am. It is hosted by Annie at Indi Annie Jones, and it's a giftaway for plaid products. To enter, you will have to watch each video in the playlist. Each creator will feature a plaid product and mention a single product for the giveaway. Comment on that video which plaid product the creator mentions, and you must be in the continental US. The deadline is March 31st at 5 p.m. Eastern. I will have Annie's channel as well as the playlist link in my description box down below. So I hope that you will participate and have a lot of fun with this. Good luck! So now I'm just putting on that second hook on the back here, and yes, I did not take the sticker off. I don't know why, and I did not paint the back, but it's not going to be seen from the area that I'm going to put it at, so I'm not too worried about it. And look how cute. I love it. This next project is a plaid base with a little hanger on. You can hang it on the wall or set it on something. And I've been wanting to make this for quite some time. I saw a picture on Pinterest that was my inspiration, and I think it turned out even better than the inspiration. So, and I did take the sticker off the back this time. So I just am getting that ready as I measured out a few pieces here. Some more of that squared dowel that is 1/4 inch. I cut down pieces to make like little shelf kind of things, and I'm just gluing these with the wood glue. And I had this trim left over from another project that I got at Joann's, and it's just a long piece that I cut down, and it works so perfect with this. And so I just used the Dollar Tree clamps to hold it together and let it dry for a few hours, or an hour or so, something like that. And I did that on all 3 little shelf things. I don't know what else to call them. Just make sure you got them all down so they stay together. So I have this leftover basket reed that I bought on Amazon from another project, and I'll have that project linked up above. It's going to go around the trim. So as you can see, I have stained it with that same antiquing wax and just put quite a bit on and wiped it off to get the same color that I was going for on the other project. So as you can see, I started painting it and just making sure the paint didn't get into the grooves. And I only gave it 1 coat with this white folk art chalk paint because it covers really well. And now I am getting ready here to glue it around the trim, or glue the trim around it. And look how pretty that looks up against the white. It looks so pretty. So I'm just making sure the glue is on it as I go. And it was a little difficult but you do have to hold it in place for a few minutes at a time, just so it adheres and sticks so it doesn't move, and then you can move on to the next section. And then of course wipe any glue off that's oozing out onto your project. You don't want a mess. So now I'm staining those little shelf things that I made to match the trim. I just love how that color pops out from that white. It's just so beautiful. Here I'm just measuring on each side to make sure that I eyeballed it pretty well, and it looks like I did. And now I'm just gluing those so that it is got the trim on the outer side so it looks like a little shelf to hold something. And I glued all 3 of them down. And you want to put something on it heavy to hold it down if it's not laying flat. So I went to my silhouette and cut out a stencil for the bottom here to have these little leafy things. And again, I'm using that Waverly celery paint. I love it so much, and that is our secret word, celery. So I'm taking off the stencil here to reveal how beautiful it is, and I love it. It turned out so pretty. So now I'm just painting all the little squares I need. One of these is the previous sign on my other project, so I'm only using the little one there and the other 2 bigger ones for this project. Just gave them a good coat. So I missed the footage on doing the stenciling for the hello, but I used the same celery paint and did a cutout again on my silhouette. And now I'm using several different colors. One is the celery for the S, and then this is barely pink for the P. The I is mustard, and then the N is lavender, and then the G will be another celery. So it turned out really cute. I love it. And this cute little spring has flowers and a bird in the middle on the cutout. It just came out really cute. I hope you like it. So now let's see what it looks like after taking all the vinyl off. See how pretty it's looking? And that R has the little bird in the middle. You'll see here in a minute. See how cute? So now the final step is to make this cute little bird's nest out of some moss that I had. I just bunched it up and then made a little dent in the center for where the egg would lay, and glued it to that last little piece of wood, and had one of those robin eggs left over from my last project, and it turned out beautiful. I hope that you enjoy this. You can hang it on the wall, or you can sit it in a picture holder like this. I love it, and I'm going to make different little sayings for different times of the year, and it just turned out so great. I really am proud of this one. Let me know in the comments what you think, and I hope that you liked both of these projects, and tell me which one is your favorite. If you're coming over from the playlist, welcome, and I hope that you will consider to subscribe. And if you are hopping off onto the next one, thank you for stopping by. Make sure if you are a subscriber to check out the playlist so that you can help support those other creators. We go through a lot of work to get these videos ready for you, so I hope that you appreciate them. Thank you so much, and have a great day.